Jack Pollock at the IPG Media Lab alongside Eitan Oren, also of the IPG Media Lab, but this guy is an entrepreneur. He's doing a lot of things, including a sustainability app called In Bloom, as well as a band, Eitan and the Embassy. So rather than maybe talking about IPG Lab, we can focus on some of your other efforts. And you're actually just on a panel titled Activists, Rock Stars, and Startups, talking about building movements. What did you guys talk about?
Well, it was a cool panel. We had a pretty broad array of people, some big names in music, DJ Spooky, and you're also of OK Go, Eli from Upworthy, and we were kind of talking about viral content, what it takes to build a movement, what gets people interested in a piece of content and then engages them sustainably for the long term. So, and it was on the advertising level, it was interesting because people really spoke a lot about how it's not enough to just have a great idea or even a great execution. How you package that idea really makes or breaks if it ends up succeeding. So, yeah,
absolutely. I mean, we always are meeting with different brands and also different tech companies that are trying to capitalize on virality, right? Like, we're the new viral video startup that will just take whatever asset you have and we'll make it go viral. What have you guys done? You have you guys launched a video that I would say went viral. Are there any tips? Like, what can you share in terms of being able to kind of, really create something that's worth sharing?
So I think what the panel concluded is that the foundation is that you do have to have, for something to be viral, you have to do a great idea and you have to work incredibly hard on executing it. Just go to the ends of the earth to make this piece of content something that you personally think is amazing. So, I think everybody agreed that without that foundation, it's really unlikely that your piece of content will go likely. However, even if you succeed at that first part, it could still not go viral. Yeah. There's a lot of other elements, and that's where packaging can sort of help.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we've been having a blast all this week in Austin. Aside from the tacos and the dive bars and the swing dancing, what are some of the interesting things that you've kind of come across while you've been here?
Well, I would say that the dive bars are a highlight. There's a place called Don's Depot that we have fallen in love with. It's sort of our Cheers is what we've decided.
That's
I have
great.
This new fantasy of moving down here, working remotely for the lab down here, living next door to Don's Depot, and everybody knowing my name there and going there every night. Beyond that, we saw some really cool startups. I think a lot of really interesting companies out here that are in the AR space, which I think we've sort of become skeptical about, but we've actually seen some companies doing something interesting that could sort of liven it up again in that space. It's been a lot of great meetings, a lot of some cool quantified self companies. I feel like we're coming back with a nice kind of 10 companies that the lab is going to make some amazing things with, bring to our clients. Some exciting projects in the year ahead from this trip.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I've come across a lot of kind of pure technology companies, and what's exciting for us is figuring out how you take location-based listening, or how you take augmented reality, these big open platforms, and figure out what's the use case, because they could be applied to so many different business challenges. So I think I feel very invigorated. I'm ready to go back and start concepting. So it's all great stuff, and really enjoyed your panel. So thanks, Eitan.
Yeah. Good to be here.
Well, if you want to hear more about augmented reality and all the things that we're talking about, you can visit ipglab.com, where we're doing all the ongoing coverage.